Hello, everybody. Yoshi Chief here, and I have here for you Resident Evil 3 Nemesis any percent. Might as well just get on with things quickly. We're going to go into heavy mode, which is the normal hard mode, and we'll get Star's costume, and then we'll get going. Timer will start as soon as gameplay begins, which is now. So, like in other classic Resident Evil titles, you usually have to deal with three things. You have to deal with movement, item management, and enemy management. But, unlike the other titles that I've played here before, there's a few big differences here. One, there is a lot of RNG in this run when it comes to enemies, when it comes to some item placements, when it comes to puzzle solutions. You got it all. RNG will definitely ruin your day. The other thing is, most of the cutscenes, except for the first few you see here, are actually skippable right at the start, which is very, very nice. Somehow. I'm still alive. Now, we're playing this in Japanese text. This makes it faster to scroll through, especially when you pick up items. There is a technique you could use called Direct Input Cancel, or DIC, or Deekstrat, where if you pick up an item and then press a key to essentially make the left and right cursors at the same time, you'll be able to go through item pickup prompts quicker. But I haven't quite perfected that myself yet. But that is a strat you can use. So one thing you need to keep in mind is that when it comes to skipping doors, you actually have to skip doors depending on if music loads into the next scene or not. So that'll be dependent entirely on whatever room you enter in. So this is the basement. This is the most reset point heavy of the run because of how zombies can behave. Every single zombie in the game has a chance to essentially turbo and bully you, so they can run almost twice as fast. Ooh, and we got a dodge here. You can press the action button and aim almost when the zombie bites you in order for you to perform a dodge. I didn't do it that time, but that was a fairly okay base when I had 2 bites. But yeah, it gets reset a lot here due to just how the zombies behave. They sometimes just misbehave. Our first objective is to get into the RPD station, which for those who played Resident Evil 2, can be very, very familiar with. But first we have to catch up with one of our STARS colleagues, Brad. There he is. Alright, so we're gonna go past that zombie. And what you do here, you skip the cutscene, go back through the door you came to basically get Brad to be more brave and shoot the zombie in front of him, let's say. Then you can skip again and pick up the other lighter. Now we have both parts of the lighter. We need to progress through the game. But first, we need to be able to get to the alleyway, which you use this on. Good. Always check where zombies are before you go forward. Good rule of thumb. Ooh. One thing you have to know, if you're playing between titles, keep in mind that the combine button is now the second button on your thing rather than the third. This can throw people off if you're playing like these games back to back, for example. Combine for Resident Evil 3 is on the second placement, not the third. Now, new to this game, we have live selections. What you do here, you select the first one, immediately turn around and then go for the door. You can press the second one to get yourself in the door automatically, but that's actually a little bit slower than just immediately turning around. So we do have zombie placements here. Oh, we have Neymar. There can be occasions where you can either have zombies roaming around in this room or not. We unfortunately had the former. So we have our first RNG puzzle of the day. Was it 1, 3, 1? No. So there are 4 different solutions to this, and it can be any one of those. It happens to be number 2. So that's not too bad. Not too bad, RNG. Now we have to get up to the STARS office. Good place to go. Okay, there's zombies here. Got to make sure to go past them. Don't get in the corner. Here we go. And here's the STARS office. All we need is to pick up the lighter. Then I'm going to pick up the first aid spray. Oh, we get either a grenade launcher or a magnum in here. We get the magnum, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we can make sure to get the grenade launcher a little bit later in the run. Normally, you do want the grenade launcher to appear in the locker rather than the magnum, because the magnum is basically useless to us in speedruns. It's a powerful weapon in casual play, don't get me wrong, but in the speedrun we don't use it. But I might use it on occasion just to get some enemies out the way. But we'll have to pick up the grenade launcher a little bit later on. Oh, don't hit us, Nemesis, thank you. That was a bit close. So we have done the police station, we have got the blue gem, we are out of here. Now we have to make use of the lockpick we just picked up, which is all the way down here. You get to explore a lot of the city in this game, which is really, really cool. I like the city aspect of this. Move down this corridor here, not much to really say. Oh, except you get a little glimpse of an enemy you'll see a little bit later on. Oh, so we have just blue herbs in here. Occasionally in this room, you can either have blue and green herbs grow here, or just blues. We just have blues this time, but that's okay. Here there are more doges, but we have to avoid them. Nice. The other one didn't even react to us, which is great. Nice, good dodge. And then here is the next enemy. The dodge. The not dodge. Damn it. Move on there. Oh, I wanted to kind of move past him, but that didn't quite work out. It's okay. All right. Oh, we got ourselves injured. We're going to use our first aid spray to get us back up. Like Resident Evil 2, if you get below 100 health, you move into caution and you'll hold your hip. This means you will run slower and your turn speed was also slower as well. So that is not recommended. Use the fire hook right in the same room where you got it from. Activate the cutscene. How did you find me? Our second life selection comes up. Again, choose the first one on the list.
This way.
Then you get to go straight underground here. Oh no, it's flooding. Whatever shall we do? Just go to the other side. You see the vent up there? Interact with it, say yes, and you're through. Now through to the other side. Make note of where the zombies are and then move forward through this corridor. I tried to dodge them, didn't work. Now it's important, don't go into the save room because otherwise Nemesis will come back out and chase you. So just go immediately to the end of the corridor and you will be fine. We're now going to the Raccoon Press, where all the newspaper stuff gets written. Pick up the first aid spray here. We're going to need that just in case we get bitten by a bunch of zombies on the way back. Then we get to push this staircase in. Phil, get up to the lights here. And press the switch, and you can move on through. The point of going into the Raccoon Press is to get the green gem to complement our blue gem as the building explodes around us. Simply just move in here, grab the green gem, and then immediately leave. Because of our not so great movement, we got trapped by the fat zombie there. But the fat zombie can turbo as well, so if it turbos you, you are absolutely fresh out of luck there. Try and dodge them there. So, get out the door, please, thank you. Now, we simply go to the console where you put the gems in and put both gems in. Make sure not to mash A too much. Hooray! We have made it. City Hall. So we have to go to the cable car where we would make our escape out of the city. But we need 3 MacGuffins in it. We need the mixed oil, we need the electric cables, and we need the fuse as well. But we have to get to the cable car first to essentially have the game tell us these objectives before we can make our way down there. Another reason to go up there is because there is a wrench item we need to pick up. We have dogs in this room, which is actually good RNG. So whenever you enter this room, you'll either get dogs or zombies. Dogs are faster because you don't have to deal with them, essentially. Activate a bunch of cutscenes. Jill, put this on. And then we have 2 extra inventory spaces, which is very nice. And we picked up the wrench. Oop. And we made it. Nice. Now we know what to do, and now we have the wrench, we can go and make our way back down. Oh, that's unfortunate. We didn't need to run into the zombie, but we did. It's all good. That's why we have the first aid spray, just in case, you know, just in case. Now, zombies will bust out of that room. We have to go in it, and hopefully we can push them all down. Not quite. This zombie is also turboing. Not ideal. Okay, good. Not ideal. So, here's a fun little thing about zombies in a room. If you enter a room and then get grabbed by a zombie, you'll have no choice but to take at least one bite and then push them off. But then if you are in the same room, without leaving, if you get grabbed again, if you mash fast enough, you can actually get the zombie off you without incurring any damage. But that only happens if you've only been bitten once before. Picking up this green herb just for safety. Put the book in here so that when we get the circular object out, we don't get blocked off. And then go back the way we came. We have to go and put this where the square block used to be. Go in here, go to the right to dodge that zombie, and then let's stick to the right. Oh, nice, we got it. And the zombie was... Wow, we went for this room without getting bit at all. That is fantastic. Whoa, it's dogs. So, when you ever go into this room, you either get hit by crows or by dogs. Ideally, you want crows, but it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Oh. Put in a few shots so that hopefully the zombie will just move on its own. Darn it. Good. Ooh. Ooh. Some really good, good dodges there. Making sure we got the battery. We did. Oh. Right. Oh. Good. Now we have the battery, we can go back to where we found these nasty creatures. They turned into drained emos, which is not fun. You do not want them to grab you. You can actually get poisoned. So don't get poisoned. So there are zombies that spawn in this room. We want them to be closer to us here. Yes, that's good. Because then they're less likely to grab us. There we go. If they were further on here, then we would be in a lot of trouble. So, okay. You know what? What I'm going to do, because red herbs are spawned here, I'm going to pick up one so that then we can have a full heal ready for us. So, because we picked up the Magnum, we need to do an extra step here to get the grenade launcher. Here's what we need to do. Press yes, and then we need to do red, blue, blue, blue. And then immediately afterwards, before you do anything else, go to the puzzle again, and this time do red, 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 blue. Now, you don't have to do this if you picked up the grenade launcher first, so keep that in mind. This is just the backup, just to be able to get the grenade launcher again. So here we are, we can pick up the fuse. And then, oh no, the zombies. We have to select the first option, because partly it's due to getting Nemesis to spawn here instead of later on. Speaking of which, here's Nemesis. Right, so now we're going back in just so that we can... Oh, there's Nemesis. Oops. There's a grenade launcher. Let's exit the other way. Ooh, nice dodge. Hey, Nemesis. You wanna stay back there? There we go. Here we go. And then what we can do... Oh, there's Nemi. We can drop the Magnum off on the next item box. So that we don't need it, because we don't need it anymore. There we go. Magnum safely. You know, we can always pick it back up a little bit later. In case we need it. Ah, no. Dog's in the way. Dog's in the way. Now we have to go all the way back towards the start. Not right at the start, but towards it. First things first. There is a fire hose that we need to use. There it is. Go back through the Drain Demos corridor. And dogs are spawned here, which is good. You can have either dogs or zombies in this room. And there we are. Fire! Fire, I say. Right, now we're going to go to the pharmacy. There is another RNG puzzle in the pharmacy room. Normally you're supposed to read a TV next to the computer to determine what password you need, but we're not going to do that because that's too slow. Instead, we're just going to guess it. So, on this computer screen, we're going to guess Safsprin first. Safsprin, that's the most likely password to proc up. And it's confirmed. Wow, nice. First try. The other two words are Adravil and Aquacure. They're in order from best to worst RNG. There is a first aid spray in the drawer to the right there if you need it, but I already have a full heal in my inventory, so I'm not going to pick that one up. Pick up this. Oh no, and then more zombies come in. Best thing to do is just to push up against the left wall, try and get bit once, and then push everyone off. Go. Nice. Okay, that's decent. And we're gonna use our heal here. Ooh, they got grabbed there. That would have been nasty. Alright, and now we are on our way to victory. Well, victory in this area, that is. Still plenty of game left. Move back down here. We have part of the mixed fuel solution, by the way. Mixed oil, rather. Still have to pick up another one. Don't run into the wall there like I did. Just immediately turn left. And move forward. And then crows will come out of the bus. Ah! Alright, now to get our second MacGuffin, which is the cables here. Then we get into our third live selection. Top option again. That one is to just simply pull yourself up. And that's it. Second option would have left you to fall down the hole, which just wastes time. You don't want to do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice, plenty of dodges there. Now we have just to make our way towards the cable car, except we have to make a little bit of a detour partway through. Again to the right, get that zombie to turn. Hopefully stays up there. Nice, good. That was good. So we have to pick up the rusted crank. Make sure our inventory is full. It is definitely needs to be full there. leave the dogs to feast. So what I was trying to do there, if you go into that room and then double back, hopefully the fat zombie will turn around to try and get you. And that way you can try and dodge him there, which is what I tried to do there, but it didn't quite work, which is fine. It's all good. First, use the rusted crank, and then it breaks. Oh no, what are you supposed to do there? Use the wrench. And there it is. Say yes to get rid of the wrench. And then we get to play a game of lights out. Isn't that fun? Gonna pick up the first aid for safety. Then we get to play a game of lights out. Simply light up the panel. Light up the panel that has the lit up letter is what I'm trying to do. There we go. Second one. There we go. It can take a while sometimes. There we go, there's the big store. Everything's blowing up. Oops, I pressed cancel a bit too early. There we go. Right, now we have to get to the cable car, because we can leave now. But first, Nemesis. He's going to try and grab you. Oh, or punch you. He'll try and grab you. You can move away to his left if he does that, but this time he just punched me, which was very rude of him. Uh-oh. Ooh, wow. I'm surprised that that zombie didn't automatically try and grab me there, but he didn't. It's a good thing I brought the first aid with me. Jill is now going to stare at a wall for a few seconds for no reason. Uh-oh. It's the Gravedigger, but we don't have to deal with it right now. First of all, we need to press these two switches in order to get the ladder to open. Ooh, that's unfortunate. It does a lot of damage if it hits you. Okay, good. And that's why I have to heal there, just in case. Dog, you can't catch me, you can't catch me. Alright, good. Now we have to dump all our MacGuffins here. Then, start the cable car. But then something else is happening. No! Nemesis is back again! How dare? Jill. Okay. The brakes are out.
No, the brakes are out.
First option again.
It's useless.
Just to break out of the train. Now we have to hope for either early powders or late powders. Essentially, this will determine our route throughout this. We want early powders because that's faster. We do have early powders. Yeah. So what happens is, with early powders, you get to fill up your inventory so that you can skip a cutscene and then make freeze rounds later. If late powders comes up, you just have to make flame rounds instead. So, but we have early powders, which is good. And we have the winder key. So here's a cutscene. Normally you'd be given extra rounds, but you don't this time. And now we have to make our powders. There we go. Uh-oh. Those are not enemies. Those are not good enemies to have in that room. We have to go to the save room so that we can pick up the bezel key. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ah, more zombies. Just get out. Get out here. Now, there is a chance that Nemesis will roar when you try to go up the stairs. Let's hope he doesn't. It just costs you 2 seconds for literally no reason at all. Literally no reason at all. And there's nothing you could do about it if it happens. We use the key here to open this ladder. Now we have the music box puzzle, which is also RNG. Let's see what the solution is. This will be a 1, 2, 3, 4 change. So the puzzle solution will always be the same. Up, down, up, down, up. But the starting positions will always be random. So you'll have to... So this is how I've determined it as before. So this one, A, I have to turn. D, I have to turn. E, I have to turn. And then F, I have to turn. And that is 4 change. It can be as little as 1 change. It can be as maximum as 6 change. So this one is like on the lower side of RNG. And we get another key. And that is where you can combine those 2 keys to get the Chronos key. Ba-ba. Live selection, first option again. So we can push a light on him, and therefore Nemesis won't chase us. Then we get to use the Chronos key. Let's door here. Oh, spooders. Oh, nice try. Ooh, this starts at 7 o'clock, which is kind of meh. So we need to have Amber on the right pedestal here. Need to have Crystal in the middle. And then Obsidian on the left. The puzzle solution will always be different depending on the starting position of the middle clock. Best to use a cheat sheet so that you can easily figure out which one's which. That's my best advice there. Oh, no speeders. No speeders. Oh, we went a little bit too far there. We're supposed to go up the stairs. Almost forgetting where I was going. Haha. So, move past the speeders again. We're going to do our first mandatory boss fight against Clock Tower Nemesis. But before we do that, we have to pick up the silver gear, then get the clock tower going. Equip our grenade launcher at the same time. And then off we go. Once we go past through this door, the boss fight will begin. Quick shooting is your best friend. Essentially, if you aim your grenade launcher and then spam the fire button, it'll also make him miss his rockets as well. Nice. And before long,
I'm sorry, Jill.
we managed to do it. That's a decent fight.
Please, wake up.
Yeah, quick shooting is your best friend here. Just mash the aim and fire button, and you'll be fine. Jill.
October 1st, night.
Now we're on October
I woke up to
1st.
the sound of falling rain. I can't believe I'm still alive.
Now we get to play as Carlos. Whipping the pistol here so that we can run a little bit faster. Ooh, we nearly ran into those zombies there. That would have been bad. We have to go straight to the hospital. That is our destination. Oh, no. Oh, I hate these. I hate these creatures so much. Oh, I hate them so much. Well, we got hit a multitude of times there. That's not good. Push it 2 times. That should be enough. Then we have to make our way around these zombies. Excellent. And then, Dino Crisis poster. You get to see it, and it's gone. Won't get that camera angle again. Hunters are really bad. You do not want to get, because they can absolutely destroy a run. Outright kill it if you're not careful. Picking up first aid spray for safety. Then we're going to go and pick up the tape recorder, because we're going to need that to proceed to the elevator. First you activate the voice thing, then you use the tape recorder.
There also appears to be a slight
Fracture in his right arm, just below the elbow. However... Right, let's see. So a bunch of zombies will appear in one of these floors. Hopefully... Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so I didn't really want the zombies to appear here, but they did. That's just how it goes. Go into this room to get the office sick key, which is just here. And then we have to do what's known as YOLO Carlos. Normally you'd go into the room prior just to figure out what the puzzle solution is, but we're not going to do that because that's slow. So the cabinets are facing towards the north rooms, so we're going to push that towards there. The puzzle solution will be between 1 of 4, except it's 1 and 2, really, because the cabinet position will be facing a little differently. Ah. We did not get YOLO Carlos, so that will cost us a little bit of time. So we know for absolute certainty that the solution is top right rather than top left. That's just the way it goes. Sometimes you get lucky, other times you do not. But thankfully it wasn't to the bottom right, because that is the slowest. So because it's top right, the code is 253. 253, yep. The code solution will be different depending on where the cabinet ends up lying. So, again, have a cheat sheet to hand, just in case. I go back through the door. And then we're going to go to the basement. No shenanigans here, please. So there will be hunters in the next couple of rooms, so just be a little bit careful. We're just going to make our way through. There we go. Then we get the base medium. Put it in here. Or rather, I'll just do this first, I guess. Or maybe I wasn't positioned right. Oh no, what could these things be? Anyway. So the puzzle solution here is always going to be 1, 3, and then to the bottom A, and that's it. There'll always be 1, 3, and A every single time. One of the few puzzles which doesn't have any RNG in it. Hooray for that. Help. Okay. Owie. So here we wait a second and then aim at the explosive to fire and get rid of the hunters here. And then here we have to hope that the hunters don't get us. Nice. Ooh, that was actually a pretty decent hospital, not gonna lie. So the bombs here, you have 6 seconds to escape. We escaped. That's all there is to it. Now we have to go back to Jill because we have the vaccine. Oh no, we have worms. Owie. Owie. Can we Can we not? All right. Good thing we have the first aid here. Good thing we have the first aid spray here. Otherwise, we would be absolutely foobarred. And then Nemesis. Immediately turn around and go through the door. Give the vaccine to Jill. Very good. Now we go to the item box, exchange the bullet thing for the knife, because we're going to need the knife now. And Nemesis pops through the door. We just run past him. Excellent. And then... So we're going to pick up more of this, just in case. Good. Make sure that you have... if you've been following the speedrun guide, you should have your lockpick still in the inventory, which is used here. And then we go here, pick up the main gate key, and then leave. Oh, boo. And now we are at the Raccoon Park, where there are worms. So in the next few rooms, we want certain enemies. Here we want we want hunters, which we do. Nice. Means it's easier to run past them. The next room after, we want dogs and not hunters. Wow, best RNG. Best RNG right here. Go to the dead body here, pick up the key. Get rid of the thing. Wow, this has been great. Ow. Don't jump me, thank you. The other hunter just did not give two Fs. All right, now we have the fountain puzzle. There you go. Have the 2 black cogs on the top, the 2 white cogs on the bottom. Last time I tried to do this, I could not figure this out for the longest time. But yeah, that is the solution. Drop down here. Get in here, and soon we're going to be fighting another boss, the Gravedigger. You know, the worm, the big worm we've seen a little bit earlier. Well, it's going to be back, and we actually have to fight it this time. Here is the graveyard, and oh no, zombies coming out of the ground? What is this madness? Right, so here we are in the room. So first things first, we have to pick up the iron pipe. Then we have the 2 gunpowder bees, and we're going to be using those to make acid rounds. So combine the bees, combine that with acid, and boom, there we go. Then we use the lighter to get rid of the wood here, so you can reveal these bricks on the wall. Throw away the lighter. Use the iron pipe. Then we can get into the other room. Then we go around, pick up these keys, and then attempt to leave. And you get pushed back over here, leave again. I'm quite impressed. So I'm gonna go into the save room purely just to get first aid spray for safety. If you're going for a big record, you don't need to do this, but for marathon safety, I'll pick up this first aid spray here. And now, here we are. Quick shoot the heck out of this worm. Oh. So if you quick shoot fast enough, you will be able to get the worm in one cycle, but not this time. So we have to get the worm to come out several times by moving into his spot, then moving out, turn around, quick back in. You have to do this a number of times before you can get him to come back out again. Come on, get out of here. Excellent. Not a bad worm fight. Not a bad worm fight whatsoever. Climb back out. So I've equipped the knife because that's essentially what we're going to be using throughout the rest of this run. Most of the rest of this run, anyway. Avoid the spooders. If you do happen to get poisoned, there'll be blue herbs right in this room, which you can pick up and heal yourself with. So if you do get hit with spooder juice, then yeah, heal yourself up there. Otherwise, just make your way through. I'm gonna wait here on the stairs so that the upcoming zombie does a vomit rather than grab. Then I can make myself go by. Nice. Good dodge. Now we just get to dodge all the doge. Ow. And just mash A onto the padlock to open it and get through. Now we're on to the final point of the run. Oh, ass first. Top option here, once again, for the any percent ending. And we get to the dead factory. Carlos. Here we get to pick up the key. If you want to have extra ammunition to get into the last couple of bosses, there are gunpowders here that you can use. So as long as you keep that in mind. So here we have to open part of the chamber. Oh. We didn't quite get the trick there. There we go. Ah, right, we had to hit that one first. So you can just sneak onto the console while still getting hit, so you don't have to do the whole puzzle, essentially. And now we've done that, we can make our way back out. Uh-oh. So we go in here, we go inside this room to pick up the Mo disc, and then make our way back out so that the zombies reposition themselves. Immediately make our way back in. Then we can move our way back down here. Go into the lift so we can get onto the bottom floor. Let's see what we got in here. We have hunters. Those are not ideal, but you can just walk by those. In this room, you either have hunters or worms. We have worms. That's good. You can get hunters in this room, and they can ruin your day very, very easily. So be wary of that. Another save room. Going ahead and get the water puzzle here before we do anything and leave. Okay. And here is the final water puzzle. We start with high empty, which is best RNG. Very, very good. There are 4 different starting solutions you can get here, which could give you the puzzle solution if you use a cheat sheet. So here we have to do A, right once, and then B, right once, and then C, left 2 times, and then play. Boop, ba, boop. Yay! And we can now enter the penultimate boss area. Let's say the penultimate boss area. Again, I'm gonna just pick up another first aid spray because why not, right? For this, we are going to be trying to do the penultimate fight with the knife strategy. It is usually pretty reliable, but it can fail if things mess up. I do have save files. Can this worm, please? Thank you. I do have additional save files just in case it doesn't work out in the actual run, so we don't lose progress. Ooh, hunters, please. You. Hold up and left when you exit this room, by the way, so that you can do a little turn around the zombie. Move up the world, skip the cutscene, then go toward, skip another cutscene. Oh no, it's Nikolai. Then use the Mo disc. So I'm going to need a bit of concentration for this next part. So The way this boss fight works is if you use the knife strategy is you have to use the knife on the acid valves that you see around you to hit Nemesis 3 times. In order to have a more consistent strat, you have to basically use sound cues in order to hit the acid at the right time so that Nemesis will be hit by them. Because if he does see you trying to use the valves, he will step aside and deliberately not let them hit him. So you basically have to catch him unawares. So wish me luck. I will be a little bit silent for this next part. I'll be using sound cues for this. But yeah, this is basically demonstrating here. You could do this. All right. Wish me luck. Alright, so I didn't get him the second time. That's fine. Okay, nice. Got him the second time, so when he is hit for a second time, he'll lose his head. So that way he isn't as aware anymore. He'll definitely go towards where you are. That is incredibly unfortunate. I'm gonna heal again. Nice, okay. So that could have gone a little bit better, but at the same time, it wasn't disastrous. So I'd say this is kind of like an average fight, I would say. Probably good enough for a submission video. Pick up the card, immediately use said card on the thing, and then exit.
Missile attack confirmed.
Missile attack confirmed.
All personnel evacuate immediately.
Let's evacuate. Let's do it. So there are lots of naked zombies here. We have to try and make our way out without getting hit. Nice. Got bit twice there. It's okay. Use the card here again. And then there are even more naked zombies. It's not a classic Resident Evil game without naked zombies. Yikes, dude. Alright. Not gonna bother getting these green herbs. Beep. There is a hidden first aid spray in this set of drawers here if you need it.
Warning.
And then here is the... I was going to say the UB zombie. You bastard! Right. Well, at least we have one more heal. Final boss area coming up. And this is the final boss area. You have to essentially start up a rail cannon. Yes, they have one of those. And we have to hit Nemesis of this. So Nemesis, in all of his different boss variations, has 800 HP. The object in this particular thing is to get his HP down to 200 or less, then have the rail cannon fire on him to complete the boss. So you won't see this normally, but you can use the PC version to basically give yourself like an extra HUD to see everyone's health. That's how we know. Uh-oh. It is going to be good. So this is Nemesis. Yes, really. And this is final boss time.
It's boss time!
First things first, you have to push in the other two things in order to make the rail cannon fire in the first place. It's just simple enough. Go to 2, push it in. Go to 3, push it in. As long as you do this fast enough, you'll be able to do this before Nemesis will get to you. I just realized I probably should have got my Magnum out so I can do some extra damage, but it doesn't matter. What I have is what you need. And even if you run out of ammo at all, you can still win this fight by having the rail cannon hit the boss a few times. Owie. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. Alright, now we have to get Nemesis into line of fire. Owie. No. It's gonna hit me. Yep. Da, 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 da. I think I've just got it to 0 health. Nice. Excellent. We did it. Now, we have the final choice. Now, normally, in a marathon, if things do well and if I feel nice enough, you can hit the first option to have a really cool cutscene with Jill saying a really cool line. However, for speedrun purposes, you have to choose the second option because the first one will lose you 20 seconds. But this is near the end of the run, so depending on the estimate, you can hit option 1 for the cool factor. But in this case, we're just going to be doing option 2. And then over here. And time. 51:54. That is not bad. It's not my personal best, but it's within my actual personal best is like 51 something. So it is fairly close to my personal best. Yeah, this is excellent stuff. This has been a great run. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this. Normally, you would wait a little bit because you have to let the credits go in and see your IGT. But for this purpose, I will sign off. I'll let the credits play and see the ranking video, but I won't really say much more. Yes. Please consider this for UKSG Blue. I would love to run it there again. After all, it's Resident Evil 3 third option, right? Gotta have the third option. All right. Here's the credits and the results. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you, everyone.